NYIT is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk Counties, Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team.
Good evening. I'm Ken Eckhart, and here's what's happening. Did you plant a tree today? Or carpool? Or reuse a bag? Well, even if you didn't, many other people did as part of Earth Day observance. It's the 41st anniversary of Earth Day, a day dedicated to appreciating the environment and preserving the Earth and its natural resources. Today we asked some Long Islanders about the meaning of Earth Day and what they do to help the environment.
And stuff. So kids out there, just be aware of our planet and make sure that you do all that you can to recycle and keep it clean.
We have to save energy because for the future generations we have to give all the resources, so whatever it can be done.
Okay, what about recycling?
Always at home, wherever I'm, over here if there's a blue bin, things like that. But that's one thing this campus does, is there's blue bins everywhere.
Well, I'm making my kids more aware of these things. I think that's more important, make them aware that we have to keep the environment clean for healthy living.
The Earth Day Network website describes Earth Day as a distinctively American tradition and reminds us that even the most simplistic way of helping the environment will have an impact on the planet that we all call home. A Long Island man is facing murder charges after police say he strangled his mother and then slashed his own wrists. Nassau County Police say it happened yesterday at a home in Garden City. 56-year-old James Olson reportedly called police telling them he had strangled his mother, and when officers arrived, they say they found the woman dead, identified as 88-year-old Ruth Olson. The man was taken to a hospital for self-inflicted slash wounds to his wrist. It's expected he will be charged with second-degree murder. Well, money from one of the largest public pension funds in the country is being invested in a Long Island firm. Elsa Gillis has the details.
The New York State Common Retirement Fund is investing in a Long Island company. According to State Controller Thomas DiNapoli, the fund is the third largest public pension plan in the United States. And he says it and investment partner Delta Point will invest more than $3.5 million into Long Island-based switchgear manufacturer PAX Industries in Great Neck.
Well, it's a great investment opportunity, and it's part of our in-state program where we put pension fund money to work in opportunities that are based here in New York that have a commitment to keep the jobs here, grow their business here.
According to PAX CEO Bruce Dallas, the company manufactures switchgear, equipment that controls the flow of large amounts of electricity. Some clients include LaGuardia Airport, General Electric, and Amtrak.
And with the investment from Delta Point and the fund, we are expecting to have tremendous growth.
And Mr. DiNapoli says why PAX Industries specifically is such a good investment.
It's been a successful business. They occupy a unique niche. It's the only privately owned switchgear company in the United States. It produces very specialized equipment, and we just see this as a growing market.
And he emphasized how the retirement fund has more money available for investment.
If you can prove that you not only have that commitment to New York, but you can make money for us, we'll put you in touch with one of our investment partners.
In Great Neck, Elsa Gillis, LI News Tonight.
For youngsters, decorating eggs is one of the fun things to do during the Easter season. And because it's just for fun, it doesn't really matter how they turn out or what they look like. But some Long Island youngsters this week learned that in at least one country, decorating eggs is serious business, as Jody Goldberg reports.
This is a Ukrainian Easter egg. This beautiful egg decorating tradition combines an ancient Eastern European style by using precision and fine detail. It dates back to 1300 BC. At Long Island Children's Museum in Garden City, these children had the opportunity to create their own versions of the Ukrainian Easter tradition.
Does anybody know what symmetrical means? It means the same on what? It's the same on both sides.
Program Director Amy Trezulli says children will gain a sensory experience being able to learn about the materials used in the ancient Ukrainian tradition by using crayons to replicate beeswax and watercolors for dye. She says an Easter egg symbolizes a new life and the season of spring.
Most of the kids are familiar with Easter eggs, or if they're from a different culture, they're familiar with the concept of egg painting. It really takes the approach of culture rather than religion today. We're really focusing an area of the world.
Learning a different type of Easter egg from Ukrainian, and they're different from others.
We're hoping is that they'll learn a tradition of another country. So that's why I'm sitting here, and with that, whatever design they pick, I'm explaining to them what the symbol means for the other country.
It's customary when decorating Ukrainian eggs to draw designs on the surface. The different geometric shapes symbolize meanings like good fortune, prosperity, or love. And Trezulli says it's a tradition to give the egg to someone special. And this is an opportunity to teach new generations the culture of an old tradition. And if you look closely at this authentic Ukrainian egg, you can actually see the intricate details of what becomes a holiday gift. In Garden City, Jody Goldberg, LI News Tonight.
To start your future. Learn the industry. Use the technology. Become an expert in television reporting, journalism, radio, digital film, public relations and advertising, television production, digital graphics, a beautiful state-of-the-art campus, a road to the job you've always wanted, in the media capital of the world. Communication Arts at NYIT. When can you start?
See a screening of the film The Last Detail at New York Institute of Technology's D. Seversky Center in Old Westbury on Wednesday, April 27th at 5:30 p.m. For more information, call 516-686-7567. Celebrate the 41st anniversary of Earth Day at the Heckscher State Park Spring Festival in East Islip on Saturday, April 30th and Sunday, May 1st from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. For more information, call 631-321-3510. There's an Arbor Day Family Festival at Planting Fields Arboretum State Historic Park in Oyster Bay on Saturday, April 30th and Sunday, May 1st from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. For more information, call 516-922-8676. Or walk to remember the children killed in the Holocaust at the Wellman Preserve in Glen Cove on Sunday, May 1st at 10 a.m. For more information, call 516-571-8040. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight at nyit.edu.
Some headlines around the world today. U.S. Senator John McCain is in Libya, saying he's there to find out what's going on the ground in that country. McCain is the top Republican on the Senate Armed Services Committee. He says he wants to meet with the rebels who are trying to overthrow Muammar Gaddafi, describing the rebels as his heroes. U.S. unmanned predators now are providing 24-hour combat air patrols over Libya, but Libya's anti-government rebels have been complaining that NATO airstrikes have largely been ineffective in stopping forces loyal to Gaddafi. Police officials in Kenya are warning that the al-Qaeda group that struck during last year's World Cup soccer final may attack again over Easter. Officials say they've received reliable information that the al-Shabaab militia group could attack places of worship, recreational areas, government buildings, and other public places this weekend. Last July's attack during the World Cup final killed 76 people. And it's now been a quarter century since the Chernobyl nuclear reactor explosion, and a week of meetings assessing the effects of the world's worst nuclear accident has concluded without any formal conclusions. But the conference that ended today did send the clear message that Chernobyl will remain expensive and anxiety-provoking for decades to come. The Ukrainian government organized 4 days of conferences in the capital, Kiev, to mark the 25th anniversary of the 1986 blast that sent radioactive fallout over much of Europe. One conference raised money to build a shelter to cover the exploded reactor building for the next century, but the amount raised was short of the total sought. Well, educators say the best way to teach students about tolerance is to start when they're young. And as Sophia Allen reports, a scholarship is being awarded to the student from each county who writes the best essay about preventing bullying in their school.
A national study reveals 1 in 6 American students are regularly bullied. However, educators are hoping a new scholarship will help reduce intolerance among young people. At the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center in Glen Cove, officials announced the Freelander Upstander Award, a $2,500 scholarship that will be given to 1 student from Nassau and 1 from Suffolk, who write the best essays on fighting bullying and prejudice in their school system. This young activist and violinist says she felt compelled to compose music that reflects the sadness and pain of victims of the Holocaust.
And that's why in my piece it fluctuates a lot, going to like very fast and very slow, so it's peaceful sometimes, but you're worried. You don't know if you're going to die the next day or survive.
Holocaust survivor Charlotte Gilman talked about living through racism and oppression in Nazi Germany and how cruel children can be towards people they thought of as different.
I know what it is to be, people were anti-Semitic to me. They didn't want to even, if God forbid they saw that I was Jewish, they thought I'm creeping with lice, so to speak, and they were afraid to come near you.
Superintendent Cami Champagne says that the most effective ways of teaching children not to bully is to educate them at a younger age.
Our goal is to develop tolerance, but more than tolerance, it's to develop acceptance amongst all of the cultures, all of the religions, all of the walks of life, and we do that through learning, through collaborative work, through discussion, and we make learning social.
In Glen Cove, Sophia Allen, LI News Tonight.
Newsday reports the MTA has taken a first step towards handing over the operation of Long Island Bus to Nassau County. It's reported an MTA committee yesterday voted to end its contract to run Long Island Bus, which it has been operating for almost 40 years. Nassau County Executive Edward Mangano has said he wants to turn over the operation of the bus line, which the county owns, to a private operator, saying it would be operated more efficiently. The full MTA has to vote on the termination of the contract to run Long Island Bus next Wednesday. Opponents of the plan say they fear that Long Island Bus, run by a private company, would cut routes and salaries and raise fares. Police say a Long Island gym employee fired for allegedly stealing equipment, then went back to the gym and used his old keys to get in and steal money. According to detectives, 21-year-old Joshua Mora of Bayside worked at the New York Sports Club in Great Neck, but was fired when he was caught on surveillance camera taking nearly $200 worth of gym equipment from an office. Police say he never handed in his keys, then used them last week to go back to the gym and get in. And officials say surveillance video showed him taking cash from the register. Well, he's now facing charges including burglary and larceny. After a sunny morning today, the clouds moved in. Today's high was only in the low 50s. Tonight, showers expected with a low in the low 40s. Tomorrow, rain forecast, high around 60. Sunday, chance of showers continuing, high in the low 60s. Monday, chance of a few showers, high around 60. And the outlook for Tuesday, chance of isolated thunderstorms, high in the upper 60s. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again on Monday. Have a good weekend.